Chapter 119. The Depths of Despair. The water monster lunged forward with blinding speed, its fluid form surging directly toward Varatros. Only moments before, Varatros had been entirely consumed by his own racing thoughts, desperately trying to piece together the puzzle of the second conqueror. Who is she? What kind of power does she hold? Before he could find an answer, the beast unleashed a massive, high-pressure water blast. The sheer force of the torrent slammed into Varatros, violently throwing him across the battlefield until he crashed against the heavy arena back doors. The explosive impact drew the eyes of the other elite fighters, completely distracting them from their own positions. Sensing the opening, the iron monster instantly locked its eyes on Vlad the giant. It charged across the stones, its metallic limbs grinding together with a deafening screech. Vlad braced his massive frame just in time as the iron beast collided with him. The two titans clashed, locking hands in a brutal test of raw, suffocating strength, each muscle straining as they pushed against one another. For a few agonizing seconds, neither side yielded. Then, the ground beneath Vlad's boots began to crack. Slowly, inevitably, the giant started losing ground against the overwhelming pressure, his massive feet sliding backward across the stone floor. Seeing the devastation, Kiko sprinted out across the ruined arena toward the back doors. Varatros forced himself up, wiping the moisture from his face. Seeing her approach, his eyes widened in sheer panic. "Kiko, you need to get out of here!" he yelled, his voice raw with desperation. "I promised Risa that I would." His words were cut short. The water monster struck again, unleashing another merciless torrent. The blast pinned Varatros hard against the arena walls. The crushing weight of the water pinned him down, making it impossible to push back against the tide. Feeling his breath leaving him, Varatros tapped deep into his core. A brilliant, blazing blue fire aura erupted around his body, the intense heat hissingly vaporizing the liquid as he began to force his way forward, step by agonizing step. Through the heart of the blast, Kiko stopped in her tracks, watching him with wide, terrified eyes. "Kiko!" Varatros roared through the steam and rushing water, his voice full of agonizing worry. Kiko stood frozen, a wave of profound shock and sadness washing over her features. As she looked at the destruction around her, a bitter, painful thought echoed in her mind. "That's it? Am I just a useless girl who was bullied all the time? A girl without a father? Completely powerless to help anyone?" A few yards away, Juro tried to create a diversion. He raised his firearms, unleashing a rapid volley of heavy bullets directly into the side of the iron monster. The rounds struck the metallic hide with loud clangs, but they flattened and dropped to the floor like pebbles. It was as if nothing had happened at all. The iron beast turned its head for a split second, giving Juro a cold, dismissive glance, before turning its full attention back to driving Vlad into the dirt. Juro lowered his weapon, a dark, fearless smile spreading across his face as he chuckled. "This will be interesting. Seems like my bullets can do nothing here. But what if?" High above the chaos, Fuma took to the sky once more. Using every ounce of his remaining strength, he launched himself through the air, diving straight down at Ishori with his fist clenched. Ishori looked up, his expression completely unbothered. "Interesting that you mortals can somehow fly," he mused, his voice dripping with arrogance. "But it doesn't matter." Fuma threw a powerful, desperate punch, but Ishori didn't even shift his stance. He casually raised one hand, catching Fuma's fist effortlessly, while using his other hand to cover a wide yawn. Fuma's heart dropped. His eyes widened in sheer horror as he stared at the casual display of absolute power. This can't be." Before he could even pull his hand away, Ishori counterattacked with a casual flick of his wrist. The impact sent Fuma rocketing downward, crashing violently into the arena floor for a second. Time leaving a new crater in the stone. Deep within the shadows of the crumbling arena background, Ryu watched the entire nightmare unfold. His usual calm demeanor completely shattered, his face twisted in shock as he inspected the desperate situation of the fighters. Ishori floated downward, his boots touching the cracked earth right beside Fuma's broken form. He looked down at the ninja, who was weakly crawling through the dust, trying to find his footing. "This is boring," Ishori said, shaking his head. "Why don't you just give up? Even if you could, somehow find a way to beat me. There are other conquerors out there, and they are even stronger than I am. And Denka? Denka is the absolute top-tier one." In the darkness of the corridor, Ryu felt a cold, paralyzing terror grip his chest. His breath hitched, and the weight of Ishori's words seemed to crush the very air from his lungs. "What?" Ryu whispered silently to himself, his voice trembling in the dark. "Then, is it all completely hopeless?"